Hey everyone, Adrigas here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into how to get this Smoldering Ember Wyrm, an awesome mount that drops from Nightbane, a secret boss hidden within the Legion dungeon Return to Karazhan. First of all, you need to find the entrance to the new Karazhan dungeon. Make sure to take this side entrance up on the bridge, not the one on the ground. That's the old Karazhan, which isn't where we're going today. Set your dungeon difficulty to Mythic and then enter. Once inside, you shall see a message popping up, which means that the hunt has begun. Back in Legion, this actually started an invisible timer, which requires you to move quickly. I'm not entirely sure if that timer still applies post-Legion, but just in case, be quick to the first boss. If you don't see the message, you are likely on the rock difficulty. You can head out, set it to Mythic, and then try again. Once you are inside and you see the message, then everything's good. You can turn right and head up to the stairs, making your way toward the Opera boss. At this point, go right and kill any ads that you might have angered along the way. Just a bit further ahead, look for a small opening on your right, drop down into it and then turn left. Keep following the path until you reach the first boss. Talk to the NPC at this stage to trigger the fight. There is a bit of RP here, so you'll have to wait a few seconds. While waiting, you can look across the stage to the audience side, where you'll spot the first crystal, or as the game calls it, a soul fragment. But because words are hard, we'll just call them crystals for now. There are 5 crystals in total, and activating all of them is the key to summoning the secret boss Nightbane. But before we get to that, let's go over the most efficient route to find all of the crystals. Also, be a bit cautious about your DPS against this boss, as it can easily bug out, so don't burn it down too quickly. Take a bit your time. If it bugs out, you might actually need to restart it, and that would be a bummer. But if you take it slow, it should be okay. Once the fight is done, you can head backstage, and I'll show you how to get to that crystal. I'll actually walk you through the whole route, though it's mostly a one-way path. Clear out any ads along the way so you can see where you are heading. Once you are across the stage, turn right and you'll spot the purple crystal. Take out the nearby ads and then interact with it. Once the cast is done, it will give you a buff called Medivh's Echo, starting at 10 minutes. And that's enough of a time. It's actually much easier now compared to Legion. So yeah, that said, do not go AFK or anything, stay on path. Moving on, exit the opera hall behind the crystal and head towards the Maiden's room. Take the left door and before reaching Maiden, take another left into the side room. And just like that, you'll come across the second crystal near the wall. Take out the mobs in the room and activate the crystal. This will add another 5 minutes to your buff. See, I told you, you have plenty of time to finish this. Now head back the way you came and jump down into Moroes' room. You can take a shortcut by jumping from this balcony. Clear out the path to the boss, kill Moroes, and pick up the rusty keys from the ground. After that, you can interact with the crystal behind Moroes. Sometimes the game still thinks you are in combat, so if you can click it right away, just wait a moment. You will eventually get out of combat. Maybe that's because of the cinematic or something. So yeah, that's crystal number 3, and now we are heading toward the spider wing. Turn around and go into the larger room on the left, where you'll see an elemental in the middle. Go through that, then turn right and head down the stairs. While you are here, you can actually have a chance at a second mount, the Midnight Reigns, by killing the stable boss Attumen the Huntsman. This will not interfere with your timer at all, so if you are interested, go for it. If you are skipping it, that's alright as well. Head left into the Servants' Quarters, where you'll find a friendly NPC and Merlin the Cat. I'll actually have a mark where you have to go and just follow that. Keep moving through the spiders and you'll reach your next crystal.
Those webs will summon Rubians. Don't stand in them.
And if Bran didn't make it clear enough, kill any spiders that got spawned from the webs. Once you get the 4th crystal, you can now use the portal. It will bring you back to the entrance, but this time take the left path and head up the ramp. Follow the path and you'll actually come outside of the terrains, then you can turn to your left and continue going upwards. Now you'll get back in the building and you can keep climbing the broken stair. You can also kill any scary ladies you find as you go up, because of why would you want to spare them? If you are on the right path, you'll see 2 golems at each side kill them and head toward the Nullifier mob. Kill that and you'll enter the Curator boss room. The final crystal will appear after you kill this boss as well, and it actually appears on Curator's feet. Click it and then backtrack the way you came. Also, you should see a new buff now that looks like an angry Medivh. And that's where we are heading next. To save a bit of time, once you come to the broken stair, you can actually drop down. You don't have to go from outside. But yeah, be a bit cautious, don't die. You can always use the stairs as well. So now we are at the entrance door, and again we are going to the left. But instead of going up the ramp, which is actually where we came from now, you can head through the small open door. This will take you outside to the terrace, but on the lower floor. If you've done everything correctly, you'll now be able to see the image of Medivh and you can interact with him. There is a lot of RP here, and I mean a full 2 minutes of it, so just wait until it all plays out. Once it's done, Nightbane will activate and you can kill it for a chance at the mount. Make sure to kill it before it flies off, because if it dies mid-air, you might not be able to loot it and that would be a disaster. And one last thing, if you paid attention, I did say a chance at the mount, and let me explain how the drop rate works. If you are soloing this, the mount has about a 20% chance to drop for you, which isn't too bad for a dungeon drop. Keep in mind that you can farm it weekly on multiple ads, and once you get familiar with the route, it becomes even faster. If you have friends to bring, you can also increase your chances. Each additional player who hasn't cleared Karazhan this week adds another 20% chance to the drop rate. If, for example, you have 5 eligible players, the mount is guaranteed to drop, and if 4 of them have it already and you don't, the mount goes automatically to you. But then again, who has 4 friends who are willing to do this anymore? Let me know in the comments if you do find them. Jokes aside, if you go with others, make sure to assign one person to click all of the crystals. Just one person getting the buff, it's okay for the entire group. And that's actually how I got it back in Legion. We were 5 and we ran it for 5 weeks, so we could all get it. So I don't know how doable it is right now. In any case, it is easily soloable now and you can run it with alts. So good luck with your mount farm, and as always, thank you so much for sticking around until the end. Make sure to drop a like if you have found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe for more WoW coverage and hit the bell to stay up to date. Your support truly means the world to me and it helps the channel to grow. So good luck with whatever you're doing, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye!